Hey folks, so today I'm going to tackle a subject that affects all of us. It will destroy our cars and our budgets quicker than anything else, and that's rust. So there are a couple of different types of rust. There's the rust that you can actually see that forms on your car and along the fender wells and other places that, okay, you see it, you know it well enough ahead of time to get in front of it, budget for it, and correct it. But the other kind of rust is the hidden rust, the rust that destroys your car from the inside out. And that is the one that a lot of times most of us, especially those of us that are new to the hobby, are really not seeing. We don't get it, we don't get ahead of it, and when we do realize it, oftentimes it's too late and well beyond whatever budget we may have set aside at that particular time. So I bought the Impala 4 years ago, and I knew that it had some issues somewhere in the car that water gathered in it. With that said, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to remove the exterior trim from the car and the interior trim around the windshield frame and pull that off and see if I can't determine what exactly is causing the leak around the car. Now, I realize that when I open this up, I may be opening up a huge can of worms that I may not be able to get back into the can. But if you stick with me, hopefully you guys will learn something that you can start considering getting ahead of for your own cars. So let's get to it. Okay folks, so as you can see, a couple years ago I did engage in some half-assery just to keep the car from leaking because I wanted to drive it. And now it's time to strip all this out before I can remove the trim. Now you can see these window channels up close and personal, and for the most part it looks as if the silicone kept the moisture out for the most part. Really don't see any problems that have gotten any worse than what was originally in there. I had actually filled some of the holes that were in here in the past with silicone. They still exist. I'm not sure if they've gotten any better or worse. So this channel actually looks pretty solid. It's mostly just up up on this corner, which did get a lot of leakage, and you can even more than I thought. This whole corner needs to probably be replaced. Oh, there's some problems right there. Clearly an issue. Yes, is this bad to be doing? Probably, but it's going to have to be done anyway. May not look very nice right now, but I'd rather know it's here and continue on doing what I got to do. So my biggest concern is, I understand that it looks fine. It even might look perfect right out here, but is it rusting back in here to a point where it looks fine until it's not? And here you can see along the edge, oh, there goes pieces of it already, the corrosion and rust, the rot that has been occurring at the front edge, and really probably all the way around the window channel, both for the windshield and the rear window. So all of that has to be addressed. So next up, I'm going to remove these wooden slats to try to get at the wood behind and see what's going on. They may be absorbing water, and maybe the rust is occurring, some of the holes and some of the leakage is occurring due to these mounting strips. Appears that this stuff is just really heavy fiberboard of some sort as well, so that'll easily be refabricated. So far there doesn't look to be any sort of rot. In fact, it looks really good back in here, so clearly that's not the issue. So the windshield is mounted to the car with this layer of adhesive, this little black layer of adhesive right here. Beneath that is the window channel metal, which you can see is really corroded. So then you have the window channel metal, which turns into rust. You have this second layer of steel, which I believe is the roof. And then you have the eaves of the car, eaves of the roof. The interior is right here. And you can see that the leading edge of this roof is also slowly been eaten away as it goes. Plus you get to the edge of the car, to the corner of the car, you see all this rust that's just, and rot that has accumulated, and it's right underneath the windshield as it's mounted to the car. So all of this, so I am going to have to pull this windshield in order to repair all of this. Okay, so today we stripped out the interior trim around the windshield and carefully peeled back the headliner to expose the front edge of the roof and the eaves of the car. What I found is the rust is really occurring along the roof, the leading edge of the roof panel, underneath the glass. And it's bad enough to where I'm going to have to remove the windshield in order to repair this window channel. There's no doubt about it. The back, when we get to it, you'll see that it's a lot worse. In any event, I will keep plugging away at this, and stay tuned for the next installment as I continue this bodywork process. Thanks.